Welcome back to Team Fat Kid Monday. I am Jason.
This is Alex.
This is Dennis.
This is Dooley.
Hey, Dooley's off restriction. Hopefully for good.
Yes.
All right, so we're back at the long table. It's not a round table. I was gonna go with like the round table. Like
That was the old table.
Yeah, the old table was the round table. This one's way cooler. All right. So favorite topic of the week.
Can we call it the wrecked table? The rec table? Because we get wrecked here. It's the rec
The
table.
fat kids of the rec table. I
Could
like
be a
it.
thing.
We'll
Anyway.
use it. Alex, how the fuck was your week?
I don't know. I got some pretty big news yesterday, I guess.
Well, let's go for it.
It doesn't affect me as much. I've been working at a bunch of different stores lately, and so my store is now going into renovations and will not be open, and therefore...
Perfect timing, by the way.
Phase 2.
Sure.
Yeah. You know. Anyway, the rest of my week was I don't know. It just worked. There's nothing special about it. I can't think anything that was like, oh, yeah. Because,
Like, so you've been working in several stores.
I have been.
And nothing interesting or...
Nope, just day-to-day shit, man. I mean...
Like you just, like, flip a burger here, check on the table there.
I'll be not. It's kind of nice to go to different stores. Like, at least it's something. It's a change.
Different. It's new.
You
It's
know?
a change. Yeah, I mean, I get that.
But if I got to do it for the next 3 to 4 weeks straight at no store but other stores, I'm probably going to be like, well, fuck, this is just like work again.
Yeah, like when I worked for said company that we all worked for at one point in time, except for Dennis.
I sort of worked there. I sort of worked there, too.
I would, like, you know...
He put in his time. Does that kind of...
You know, you go to Richmond for 7 months, and in that 7 month stint, they're like, hey, you're not going to Richmond today, you're going over here, you're going over there. And, like, you know, it's like, so the change, having the change...
It's kind of nice.
And then, like, all right, today you're going to be a front of house manager. Now tomorrow, now you're the back of house manager because the chef quit. It's like
I am kind of worried though because, all right, so when my store shut down, like everybody kind of had the option to sign up for which store they want to go to.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get that option.
They're just like, fuck you. We just call you anyway.
Like, yeah, like, hey, I need you to go to like Moyoc.
Fuck that.
What
like,
the fuck?
Luckily, that hasn't happened.
How long is that from your house?
Probably about an hour. Say it's almost as far as Carrollton, which is another one I'm worried about going to, which is about 45 minutes away. But I mean, I could easily get sent to Chesapeake, which is probably it's not that bad. It's 25 minutes from my house, which is the same as some of the Virginia Beach stores.
Just let me know.
I mean, the point is, he could just be like, "Hey, I need you here." And
Yeah, like, I mean, it's better, I guess, when you think you're going to Richmond every day.
The only
and
thing
it's like 2 hours away, and then like, hey, you're going 5 minutes up the street instead. I'm like, fuck yes.
The only thing I really fucking want is like a schedule. Like I don't care like where can I just know ahead of time? Because I hate it when like the night before it's like 8:30 at night and I get a call like, hey, at 10 o'clock in the morning I need you to be here. Like, bro, you waited way too long to make this phone call. I'm not gonna be awake at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm fucked up now. Like, you should have called me at like 3.
Bro, I pissed my pants an hour ago. So you don't want me anywhere near your store at 10 a.m.
Yeah, no, it definitely happens where I just get that call like last minute, like night before.
Not peeing your pants?
No, not peeing my pants.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Clarify that.
It's been a long time. I honestly can't remember the last.
All right, so we're gonna move across the rec table.
That's gonna catch.
Yeah, so to the two that actually work every day. Well, the other two that actually work every day. Dennis, how the fuck was your week?
Fucking, it was a long week, man. It's just still going through the whole, the meat shortage and everything. And yeah. Go ahead.
Short on meat.
A little short on the meat, are you there, Butch?
Short, just a little bit, Shit.
Give the Butch too. That just fit perfectly.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's all good. You know what? Hey,
Short on the meat. Heard.
Yeah.
Can that be a shirt?
Oh, it should be.
The butcher's
The
short
butcher's
on me.
short on the meat.
But no, fuck you.
Stats, you better fucking remember that.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I will. The sad part is I will remember it. But no, we finally got.
Should we plug him in and answer the phone?
No.
That's like a new podcast. Sorry, not to cut you
Was
off.
it spam?
So she's getting like, no, it's just a random number, and it's like, well, we should just answer that,
Right.
Just to see who. Hello. Are you worried about your car?
Can we-
Your car warranty?
Dude, we should definitely do that one time when somebody calls on spam and you're like, hey, this is so-and-so on a recorded line. Like, hey, this is Team Fat Kid on a recorded line. Would you like to continue this phone call?
For training purposes only.
We're going to train the world how to deal with your bullshit.
And can you go back to the beginning? Because I missed. I was only half listening at the beginning.
You know what?
Not
That's-
you.
Yeah, I already know that. Yeah, you're good.
My favorite is the Dominion calls because I'll pull up like the Dominion website, which is the electric company around here,
Yeah.
and we get fake electric company call. We're going to shut your power off because
In
your
30
bill
minutes.
is 3
In
months past due. Like,
If you do not make a payment with a prepaid Visa card within the next 30 minutes, we will be shutting your power off.
Yeah, like,
everybody knows that if you're going to get your power shut off, they're going to send you on a fucking letter because they got to do it so it's for legality purposes. It's like
either way, I love being like, yeah, what I'm going to have to call you back. Like, what's a good number? And they'll give you a number. It was like, but on your website, it says that this is the call center number. And like, oh, well, this is a direct line. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, so if I call back, I'm going to talk to you. And they're like, well, no. Well, so this is not a direct line. Okay, let's run this in circles again. I want to see how long I can keep them on the phone for. Sometimes just bored at work.
we got them
I'm gonna
good.
fuck
We got
with
them
you.
good one
In
time.
the,
at
in the
Bush Shop.
background, like turn my volume down a little bit. We almost got them tracked. Keep them on line for 30 more seconds.
We got them good at the butcher shop one time because like they'll call and they keep calling like 4 or 5 times in the same day, and you're like, dude, seriously, come on.
Dude, that was so 30 minutes ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
My power's supposed to be off by now. I
You
thought I
know?
was gonna get to go home.
but it was funny because we found out about it and everything, and then we had a detective from the Virginia Beach Police Department's business card and everything from last time we got broken into at the farmer's market. And I was like, well, here's his phone number. And I was like, hey, man, you know what? I just work here. I'm not in charge of doing anything like that.
Can you call me back at this number?
I was like, can you call my boss right now? This is his cell phone number and everything. Just call him, and he will be able to get you that payment. He's like, okay, what's the number? And I gave him the phone number. And I'm like, I would love to see the look on his face whenever he calls and then answer Virginia Beach Police Department.
You know, one of these
Detective
days,
Sherman. Oh, fuck.
one of these days, I hope I just think like, oh, I'm just gonna start giving them fake credit card numbers.
Just give him 16 fucking digits.
Yeah, just like, and then like, what's
but then you're
security
gonna
code?
fuck somebody
Yeah.
random.
Yeah.
Like,
you really think that all right, the chances are it's possible, but they're fucking like that's like hitting the lottery.
yeah,
All right, 16 numbers
and then
that I
give
get
them
correct.
the right expiration date.
Right, the right and the security
and
code.
the security code,
Like the chances on getting that right are few and far between. But I could be like, hey, hold on, I've got like 4 different $100 cards here. Can you like just bear with me? Let's try this one.
I've been laundering my money
All right, try this
through gift cards. So let me know if this one works. Nope, that one didn't work. Let me try this
yeah.
one.
Screenshot the fucking name, like the Capital One commercial cards and everything, so you get the card number that's on the card that they keep showing on the fucking
Yeah.
TV.
Oh, that's-
Yeah.
It's expiration 00. I guess that's 3,000. I don't know.
Yeah.
30
Anything
expiration
else?
date 30/30, bro.
Anything else crazy happened this week, Dennis?
Yeah, well, we finally got short ones back in. First time in 2 months.
Really? That's hold on. So we made a sex joke about you being short on meat, and the first thing you want to go back to is we got short ones in. All right.
Short loins.
I am
Okay.
not sure if that's any better, guys.
It's a porterhouse and T-bone.
Just saying, we're talking about dicks, and you're like short loins. Come on.
No one said anything about a dick, bro.
You were talking about
you're
him.
talking about dicks over there.
Short.
Awkward.
Wish you weren't so awkward, bud.
But you're short on meat. Just saying.
But yeah, we finally got those. Finally got them back in. Got skirt steaks in too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one in the freezer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was gonna. I didn't plan. Well, I'll go last. But what else? Anything you got? It's like I'm sure Dooley has like a fucking laundry list.
No, we'll let Dooley go ahead.
And I haven't worked with Dooley, so I can't steal
Any of it.
any of it like
I know.
like I usually do.
So we're only going to get a third of the story, is what I'm hearing.
yeah,
Pretty much.
No,
Can we click that? Is that
Shaboom!
is it
Wrong
that,
button.
that one?
you're
I don't
pressing
know.
on the buttons.
Well, that's because it's your job. There you go.
All right, Dooley, lay it on us, brother.
All right, so renovations. Who did it? Renovations. We've gotten 2 floors done last week.
I feel
Food and
like that
beverage
was-
is coming back. Good old Jason's going back with me to the hotel.
Oh, so now you want to steal my shit?
Uh-huh. How the turntables, bro.
Oh God! All right, there.
Hold on, wait.
You are not Michael
I have
Scott,
to
sir.
remove one earphone in order to do the turntable.
But but yeah, renovation's going good. Stuff is coming back into play. We're getting more furniture into the hotel. Changing out lights and everything. A whole bunch of just renovation stuff. Like iron holders are finally in every room. I haven't gotten a single complaint.
Do what now?
Iron holders, iron board holders, like everything. I've got to screw in the walls.
So in the hotel room, in the
screwing
closet,
walls, huh?
you're screwing in the iron holder and the iron board.
Yeah, and then putting all that stuff in the rooms, and then the board that's in the room that's covering the plumbing area. I've been drilling all that stuff in too. So I mean,
They
it's
let you
been-
have power tools,
Yeah,
It's surprising.
right? That's how you know I'm not at work. They literally have power tools.
I mean, he does play with fire and knives, but yeah, giving him motorized tools. I worry about him with a tilt skillet.
Sorry, I'm just better at it than you are.
I'll give you the keyboard. But it just boring renovation stuff. So
That's it. That's
pretty
your
much,
whole
yeah.
fucking week.
It's just been renovations, like
How much weight have you lost moving all that shit?
10 pounds.
You lost 10?
Yeah, it was I think it was 280. Now I'm like 265 now. Well, no, getting to 265. So,
It's like 15, bro.
well, it was 10, but I'm pretty sure.
quick math.
Hey, math was never his strong suit.
I'm not a mathematician
bitch.
over here.
I feel like you were about to get a round of applause, and it went the complete opposite direction. 'Cause
Yeah,
I totally
well,
saw
I
the
was about to
movement.
do
10
that.
pounds. I lost like 15.
Yeah, yeah.
I probably
Oh,
since.
let's give him a cheers for losing 10 pounds. Wait, he can't do math.
You know what? Guess what? Guess what? Okay.
I'm giving myself the wrong one with that.
I'm in control.
No, that's only 12 seconds.
Look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Yeah. So,
Beer?
Yeah, let's do that beer.
Since Julie's week was about as boring as we thought it was going to be.
Somebody who goes to work for like
Right?
50 hours a week, you think there would be something way more
In
interesting?
10 minutes, he'll be like, "Oh wait, there's more." All right,
Maybe.
so we
I split a sandwich with somebody, and then afterwards, I found out they didn't eat bacon.
So I stabbed him.
we've all actually had this beer, and it's not a surprise. This is just a plug because we had a good
Yeah,
time.
we had a really good time. We could have had a better time because
Well,
it was during this little
Yeah, it's not fair. It's not their fault. We had a good experience for what it was.
Yes.
Like during COVID,
the bartender was fantastic.
Yes.
And like he like they had like everything lined up, like so there was like a menu like every 6 feet, and it's like they were running like a growler special. It was like that.
Oh, yeah, well, the
like
day
a
that we
Tuesday,
showed up, yeah, it
like
was-
a Tuesday, and it was like growler fill day, and like so
Sweet.
so everybody's in there getting their growlers filled, and like we have never been there before. Ornery, right?
Ornery. Yep.
Ornery or Ornery?
Ornery.
Ornery.
ORNERY. Ornery.
In Manassas, Virginia. Like we were up there picking up the food truck, and the bartender was like, "Look, guys," he's like, "It's gonna be a minute." He's like filling growlers, like, and people are coming in with like 3 growlers at a time.
Oh, I left to get cigarettes and came back.
Yeah,
but
and
we
like-
still ended up like chilling there.
Yeah,
Like,
like he was like, "I'll give you samples." Like he's
Oh,
like he's like trying to be as cool as possible. He's like, "I'll give you a sample." Like we're from Virginia Beach, and I have no fucking idea what the hell you got. And he was like, "Well, let me know what you want to try." And he's like, as I'm filling these growlers, he's like, "I'll give you samples." And like we're like, "Okay, man."
One of everything.
Well, like their menu was broken, and they actually do.
if you saw how many growlers this guy was filling, that everything
Yeah.
wasn't happening.
that definitely wasn't happening because like he'd be filling the growler that you wanted. Like it's like so he was super cool. And then they do sparkling ciders there too, right? Or was it seltzers?
You might have had that conversation while I was picking up smokes.
Oh, so like they had like 3 like seltzers that they brew there as well, like which I thought was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Damn it! And she's the producer.
Go ahead
Go ahead and mute her. Yeah, and then now she's gonna want to talk. But super cool place, small brewery.
Yeah, I liked how they kind of had it open, like you could see the production area.
Yeah, you can see everything. They just a bar like off to the side,
Yeah.
and then like the whole like right side and back was like
It wasn't just open though. It wasn't like very stainless steel polished new. Like this doesn't sound good, but what I'm about to say does because I liked the concept. It was almost more like steampunk-ish.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Kind
Like,
of Was it kind of like Ballast Point, like how they had the clear glass type thing?
But see, like Ballast
No,
Point
it
was
was
much more
completely
modern.
open. Yeah.
Ballast Point was way more modern.
Very
looking.
open. Like they basically had like it looked like like the
Like they had
like
new,
the cable like spools like when they're and like so that kind of went around like that was kind of like the perimeter, like don't go past here, and they put rope around it like to like keep you from going into the brew area, but everything was like high top standing tables. Obviously they weren't allowing anyone there. Like it was basically like the way their bar was working, like there was like 5 people at the bar, and then you had to wait for somebody to leave to come in with your 3 fucking growlers to get them full. So like there's people waiting outside, and like if you're lucky enough, as we were, to catch a couple samples, because when we walked in, there was like only 4 people filling at that point in time, and it was like the guy was working his ass off, and he was there alone, and he's like, "I'm sorry guys, it's gonna take a minute," and we're like, we have nowhere else to fucking be. Like,
so it was kind of like a 180 for us at Ballast Point. It was like, you're not allowed to go in here, except for you 3.
Yeah. Like when we went to Ballast Point, when we walked in that door, and the guy looked at us like, "Hey guys, this is a private area." But then,
shout out to
like
Jeff.
the master brewer came in right behind us.
Yeah, Jeff walks behind us, and he's like, "Oh," and he's like, "Yeah, these guys are cool. Go ahead and continue on your tour." And like then he kept leaving and bringing back beers, like. The VIP status.
As we're on the tour, he would just disappear for a minute and show up with like glasses and be like,
"You got to try this one." I was like, "Dude,
Which I hope that experiment.
My
beer
favorite
does
is when he
come
brought the
into play.
bartender. Like he didn't want to carry the beer, so he brought the bartender back, who passed him out, and then disappeared. Like, really? I mean, he did have a beer in his own hand though. Like at that point,
I have
like,
a beer. I can't carry this tray of beers and open this door. Like, but I mean, and I appreciate that a lot because like. He did give us the full VIP treatment, and shout out to Jeff with Ballast Point. Like, maybe one day, like if you listen to this podcast and you're in Richmond, hit us up. We might meet you halfway. Like, after all this, he's got to come over here at some point, right?
Eventually.
I assume so, but
if nothing else, we'll just go to Ballast Point in Richmond, or it's not even Richmond. It's
we all have his number, so.
Halfway. West Coast to Richmond.
You come all the way to
fly
Richmond.
3,000 miles this way real quick. We'll meet you with the other 100.
Well, I mean, it's past Richmond, like right. It's not in Richmond. It's in that area, so it's like like a 2-hour drive for us. It sucks. It took you all day to get here. It took us like 2.5 hours. Like,
how long you waited to get through security?
Yeah.
All right, so
Jason, how was your week?
Yeah, my week. I went. This being Monday, so it's the start of a new week. But so I had an uneventful week prior, outside of like my, awesome ass neighbors giving me, king crab legs and steaks and whatever else. I go over their house and they're just like, "Here, eat this." Like. I'm a fat kid, man. I'm not going to say no. But
my neighbors just come over and eat my fucking food.
It's like now I got to go back to work and like, fuck, man, I'm going to miss out on so much shit again. Like I've been living the good life. What the producer likes to call, we've been very independently wealthy all of a sudden. I just stay home and eat and drink, but now I have to actually go back and do my job.
Oh.
So yeah, starting like tomorrow morning.
I went on a vacation.
Well, there's a lot to be said about that. It's not really a vacation.
I know, I got you, but come on, October.
You got a lot of things done around the house.
Yes, he did.
Well, your mic's not even on.
Well,
My fault.
kind of is.
It is now.
I fixed the problem.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of things done, like restain the deck, fix some old school drywall errors that
The honey-do list is shorter now.
Worked out some auto mechanical issues.
auto mechanical,
Honey-do
Plumbing.
things. Well, when and a lot of that, like
You're not even doing.
my
Supervising.
buddy. No, I'm not even supervising. Like, how can I help you?
Oh, so your hands. Your gopher.
Yeah, like, what do you need? Like,
Go-
when you're working on something, like my buddy Chris, like when you start working on something, you start staring at it for a minute, and I'm like,
What do you need?
you start looking around for something, like, what do you need, man? I'll go get it. So, Oh shit, the Vo is here. Well, one of
The
them.
Vo. I like that. Just the Vo.
The Vo.
What do you? You want to say hello to the podcast?
Oh, that was weak sauce.
That's so weak. Like,
was weak
we do have
sauce.
a question for you. Is there
A fish sauce.
specific fish sauce you use?
For
Just like
yes,
My father is inquiring.
a squid brand and a 3 crab brand.
Squid brand and 3 crab brand.
Yes, 3 crab brand. This brand.
you heard it from the Asian here first.
Yeah. So there's a couple different brands.
Like so, if you were in Restaurant Depot,
They don't have it.
oh, so you got to go to like the Asian market.
Yes.
Okay,
Or
okay.
house.
I'll just run.
That we were just talking about you
Like
guys.
Alex, man, I'll just give you a squeeze bottle. You run next door. They probably have a gallon of it.
As a matter of fact, this is the only time that I've bought a gallon.
Yeah, just give me a squeeze bottle. You run
That
next
is
door.
hilarious. I'm still gonna tell my dad so he can find it
want it?
later. But
want
I
the
mean,
jug?
my dad would fucking love some.
It's a 3 gallon. Oh, it's just a gallon. Like that's like she's
No,
like
well, it's
acting like it has a
gallon, but
handle.
Bring the squeeze bottle in.
Yeah, I can make that happen.
You don't need that many. You don't need
I
that
don't,
much.
yeah, I don't. But again, I'm still gonna tell him what it is. But yeah.
Squid or 3 crab
My mom has
Like, yep.
fish sauce. All right. Shit.
So-
Love
we had a
you.
topic.
I have a topic. Yes.
Yeah, we did want to bring up that.
Yeah.
We did want to bring up that topic.
Yes, so this can apply to everybody here. I kind of said restaurants in my earlier topic, but butcher shop can apply as well.
Oh.
So food-related industries, what are some pet peeves? And Jason and I might have a little bit more managerial things, but I definitely have a few kitchen things that drive me crazy if I am working with someone and they do. So I'll start just by saying my first one, and this is what brought this subject to mind. I was working with someone the other day, was cutting lettuce. And after they had stopped cutting lettuce, they put the knife down, but the handle was hanging off the edge of the cutting board. And it was on like the
Off the shelf.
well, yes, and it was like the reach-in station. So like you work in front of that, and if you walk past it, you could easily knock that knife out. That is a big pet peeve of mine. I don't care if it's the handle or the blade. Like the knife should always be completely on a surface.
I agree.
Invisible.
Yeah, and
That
definitely
would say, 'cause
visible.
for-
That's
for-
another
'cause-
one, good one.
Yeah, for me, because like
Well-
I had that happen the other day at work because one dude actually had his 15-inch blade hidden underneath
15?
15-inch blade. Yeah, because that's their normal butcher knife.
That's a machete.
No, that's my normal knife. That's what I use for peeling out like tendons and stuff like that.
Like a boner?
No, I'm not using not using the flex knife. No.
Oh, so you're not using a 15-inch boner? Definitely not using a 15-inch boner.
Butcher's short on me.
I was almost short on some fingers that day too, because I wanted to go.
Oh, I'm not even.
Fuck.
Chicken
Not
fingers.
even.
Chicken fingers.
Well, no.
Moving along.
Anyways, no, because he had it up underneath a bunch of meat, and yep, dude, I work at a fucking butcher shop. You
I know,
what I'm
man.
saying? Like,
And it's,
yeah, it's like, hey, you gotta have thick skin working there. You know, it's Assholes Anonymous.
All right,
you.
children.
Yeah, I know, right?
Do you know how hard I'm biting my tongue?
I know,
I am
'cause it's
trying to
like-
let him finish his story.
There's
He's
like
just
the
setting it
foreskin
up.
joke. And like,
Setting it up.
Like, this is like our job to knock him down. If you set him up, like, hey, like,
He is putting out the fucking carpet, Melissa. Come on.
He
Oh.
knows what he's
Oh,
saying. So
Dennis, you're taking a lot of slack off of me on this type of stuff, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, whatever. But no, I want to go back. Yeah, fuck. Here we go.
you want to go bag some meat. Got it.
Yeah, and whenever I was going to lift it up, yeah, like my finger hit the damn blade
Ooh.
because it was just laying up underneath a pile of meat, and when
So you're just scooping up all that meat.
just scoop it up so I could toss in the lug and everything. So that way, yeah, fucking A. So yeah. God, I missed this. Why the fuck do I hang out here again?
It's the question that I've been asking myself since I met these two.
I've been asking myself that since August 5th.
all right, continue, man. I'm going to try it.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, no, that's definitely.
So you're picking up a bunch of meat, and the blade was literally like, so he cut a bunch of meat, shoved the knife at the bottom, and
Yeah.
like, that's where it's going to sit.
Yeah.
Sounds sanitary. Look, continue.
Yeah. Wanted to go reach, and luckily nails hit the fucking damn blade before anything else. So, because we just got our knives back from the sharpener too. So it's like,
yeah.
I got lucky. That's why I always have
They say they don't use a grinder. I'm calling bullshit. But
Oh, they do. They definitely do. Whenever the blade starts about two to 3 inches thick, and now it's all of a sudden a fucking toothpick. Yeah, you're using a damn grinder. I don't care what you say. But hey, they're cheap, so you know.
yeah, it's a cheap knife, but if they sharpen it every week,
Yeah.
I mean, by day 3, you're starting to wonder, am I going to lop off a finger? And then by day 5, you're like, damn, I really need them to get here.
Shit, I'm saying that after the second day. What are you talking about?
I understand, like, because I'll tell you what, like, on Alex's point, like, what someone would do if it was their own knife is they would not leave it on that cutting board.
Yeah.
Period. Like, if it was, like Dooley's fancy midget knife that he got.
It's a midget knife, admit it.
Like, when you have to have a pinky ring hole for it, because the handles, because you got those, like, look at the size of your hands, bro. And you
Big meaty claws.
and your knife comes with, like, a pinky rest ring.
See, when I ordered it, it looked a lot fucking bigger.
That's the problem.
That's
with
what she
ordering
said.
online.
Did you read the dimensions?
Did it
Or
come
did you
from
just
Wish?
say, oh, that
Did
looks
it
cool?
come from Wish?
Okay, definitely did not come from Wish.
Okay, first off, like, it is a really nice knife. It's just too small. The handle's too short.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only gripe I have with that whole knife. Like, it's a nice knife. It's definitely custom made, handmade. It's a hand hammered knife, but yeah, they could have made the handle big enough for an actual, like, an adult to use. Like if you're 8, that knife is perfect.
That's why it's called a stinger.
But no, like, I could not work with that knife with my pinky through the ring hole. Like, I just can't. I couldn't. But even Dooley will leave his knife laying around, like, not hanging off a cutting board. But then, like, it's like, Dooley, man, like, this knife isn't cheap.
I used to take a knife set to work, and then people started running my knife through the dishwasher and shit. Like, I just don't take them in anymore.
Well, man, like, you haven't lived until somebody, like, rest a hot ass skillet on the handle of your knife.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I still have that knife, but, like,
Wait, did I do that?
no, it wasn't
Okay,
you.
good. You pointed at me.
Well, I was pointing in this direction because when I was working, like, I let the grill cook use my knife, and, like,
I agree on the situation that we work in. Like, you've seen my new knife bag.
well, most people would. Well, no, they would all do it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they all use the kitchen knives.
Yeah.
And,
The Cisco,
like,
whatever, rental knife or whatever.
Yeah,
thing
the
it
rental
is.
knife, and, like, they don't bring their own knife to work. And I told you, make sure you put it back in the box. Make sure you, like, take.
Yeah.
But then you leave it out when you go home for 2 days, and then
Yeah.
what the fuck is that going to look like when you get it back, bro?
I'm gonna use his knife to open a can
Like
of
the,
ketchup.
like the knives
Yeah.
that we used on Great
I'm
Food
gonna
Truck
hack through
Race.
this frozen ass fucking shit.
Like, once we came back, like, I left it out for like 2 days, and then
The knives okay, so the knives on the Great Food Truck Race we brought was, like, your set.
yeah.
And
Dooley, I've seen people hammer shit on knives.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get back to that one. But so the knives that we brought on the Great Food Truck Race, that's a good set.
Yeah.
It's a good set.
Was.
Like, well, I mean, then you left them out at work.
Yeah.
And then, like, after the race, like, 'cause you did take care of them in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then after the race, you just, like, left them out, like, as kitchen knives. And then we find them over in a, like,
Saran wrapped.
we find 6 of them saran wrapped and soaking in a pitcher of water. Like,
So they were saran wrap soaking in a pitcher of water?
No. I was just making
it's-
fun about that.
it's-
I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if you had said yes. Although I did want to know whether was the water inside or outside the saran wrap, or both.
Both.
Like,
no, but Dooley buys nice knives and then he just
leaves them out,
leaves
for
them to be.
destroyed.
Yeah, and like Dooley, in his kindest of hearts, believes that everyone is going to take care of his shit the way he would take care of his shit. Or, like, you know, if I grab one of Dooley's knives, like, I take it out, I use it, I wash it, I dry it, and I put it back.
Yeah, it's just like when Jason brings his shit for when I do like a carving station or something like that. Like, I'll wash it in the back sink. I won't scrub it with a scrubby. I'll just
Yeah, you use, like, a fucking cloth and
you just do that and then dry it off, put it in a fucking sheath, and then put it back in his office.
Dooley, You got any pet peeves, bro?
Work ethic.
Well, that's a broad spot.
We didn't even get into managerial shit yet. So, hey, let's jump into it. Work ethic. All right.
Oh, because
Like, explain.
okay, like my thing is like okay, like right now with this whole COVID and the renovations and all this type of stuff like that. Like, I took on lobby assistant, food and beverage once Jason was gone, housekeeping, laundry, maintenance, renovation. I took on all this stuff. I was basically being yes man because I know I could do it, and if I could do it, anyone else can do it, type of thing. It's not hard to put laundry in there, but then once you get someone in there to do it, like they're, I want to go home. Man, you've been here for 2 fucking days. Like, do your shit or go home. Like, I don't care. And we have.
So you were working laundry too?
I only did it for like 2-3 days, but then she got another housekeeper in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Jack of all trades, master's none. Damn it, Julie. Why are my sheets all? Why won't any of my sheets fit the bed? Because I shrank them.
I shrink all the like now that I know all these things. Like if I really had some shady shit going on, like Dilly, we're about to fire you. I'm gonna shrink all your sheets, bitch. Like it's just
All your queens just became twins.
we don't even have twins, bitch. Like get those rollaways, motherfucker. Like, well, yeah, it's just the work ethic. Like I mean. Sometimes with the servers in the restaurant, like they're there for like 4 or 5 hours, and they're like, "Oh, I want to go home." It's like
You've been home for 2 months.
yeah, like I can't wait for everyone that comes back, and they're like, oh, "I don't want to be here." All right, bye. Like you've had 3 months off, 4 months off, a month off. I don't know, but it's just the work ethic of some people irritates me. Like I don't know, like you might be a really cool person outside of work. But at work, you're leaning up against a counter for 5 hours. You're standing there, you don't know how to make a salad, and then you just go say, "Oh, I don't fucking know," and go somewhere else.
Ticket came in, I gotta go.
You
You see that ticket that came in 20 minutes ago for a side salad? Oh, I don't know how to make that. Yeah, the fuck you do.
It's a different generation.
You got that fucking right.
The bad
Yeah.
thing about that is these are not younger generation.
Different generation.
Portion control.
Yeah, that too.
Cheese, in particular.
No, like I didn't get to go.
Neither did
Yeah, you did,
Dennis.
technically. Dennis, I went, Dennis went, Jason went, Dooley was the
No,
last.
I
I
don't
didn't get
remember
my pet
Dennis's
peeve.
pet peeve because I just remember you went.
His
from
pet peeve was,
knives to
yeah, you went
knives.
to knives, and then Dennis, you got a pet peeve at work, at the butcher shop.
Yeah, lazy people.
Well, work ethic.
Yeah, work. That's
That
what I'm
covers-
saying. Yeah,
that
it covers,
covers a
yeah,
lot.
it covers that. Yeah, it's like because he's the way he's talking about. Like I had a guy the other day, fucking. I get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. He gets here at fucking 9, and then like at 10:30, I'm coming out of the cooler. Motherfucker's sitting on the damn table. He's like, "Yeah, man, my legs hurt, man. I've been working too long today." I'm like,
You've been
"Here
here.
for a fucking hour and a half, bro."
See, I
He's
took-
already eaten too.
I took
Like,
knives-
what the fuck?
I took knives as separate topics. Mine was on the counter. His was undercovered. Yours was sharpening.
Yeah.
And
Well, no,
misuse.
I was just piggybacking.
Well, that's what I took those as different
no,
pet peeves.
my
Like,
pet peeve is mise en place, like a motherfucker, dude. Like if you don't
yeah,
put that
yeah.
shit back where it goes, like I'll never find it.
No one's heard that from the podcast, but guess what?
No, like if you don't like everything in its place, man. Like if it's in the same spot every time, guess what? You
Put it
can
back.
find it every fucking time. I need it right now. It's right here. It's not right here. Now I'm digging through drawers, like I'm looking around, like and like
Wow.
I'm just burning time.
Maybe
And-
that's where I think they should be, just because we don't agree on where they should go.
do you think they should be in the same spot every time?
yes.
No,
Yeah,
she
sure,
does
but-
not.
That's the
She
thing.
does
If
not.
if you put them in the same spot every time,
See, she knows where she put it.
it's just not
80% of
always-
the time. And then it's like, where is this? I know we own one.
My favorite thing is when I put something a specific place so that I know I won't lose it,
Oh yeah.
and then I have no idea where the fuck I
Well,
put
that's
it.
the difference between drunk Alex and sober Alex.
No, honestly, sometimes that's just the difference between like
Wednesday
yesterday
Alex
me and today
Wednesday
me.
Alex and
Yeah.
Tuesday Alex are two different people.
I mean, it's more than a day. You know, I might put something away and like a week later be like, fuck.
Well, it's like the difference between sober Jason and drunk Jason. Drunk Jason will put something somewhere that
Sober
This is a
Jason.
great
sober
spot
Jason
for
will
this.
never find it, but drunk Jason will find it the next fucking day.
Drunk Alex has a problem with wrapping things.
Saran wrap.
Oh, any type of wrap. I don't give a fuck. Like, I will put shit away with no lid, no wrap, and then I'll find it the next day and just be like, I should have covered that.
No. Okay, so the opposite
Special
of
sauce.
what we deal with. Like, so you're not saran wrapping your knives or over saran wrapping your cherries.
No.
you're just-
I made mashed potatoes the other day, and like, granted, I was fucked
How
up drunk.
fucking mad were you when you found out that your fucking mashed potatoes were dry as shit?
Heavy cream fixed that issue, but
I'm still gonna eat this.
I was like, those were fucking good. Because
I am not selling this. This is my house. I'm gonna eat that shit. And if I give myself food poisoning, it's on me and only me.
even shit faced, I remember those were some good fucking mashed potatoes. So I definitely was like, I'm not throwing that away.
That's
you
like
should
saying
definitely
Taco
stop
Bell's
tequila.
gourmet food.
Yeah, I
when
know
you're drunk.
tequila is not my summer drink.
Like you're like, those
I need
mashed
a new
potatoes.
summer sipper. It's not fucking tequila.
We found that out last week.
Yeah, I've done that out a couple times. All right, you can't base a study off of one time. So let
Yeah,
me
I
just
can.
tell you
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
No.
No, you
He
can't.
continued the study
I have
after.
continued.
After that,
Let me tell you, the Don Julio 70 was like great, but the fucking Cabo
It is
Wabo,
delicious.
It is delicious. It's fucking great, and it's a Crystal Anejo, which I was really intrigued by. And I
Yeah.
have to admit, if I didn't, maybe drink so much, I just tequila Cabo Wabo
It's
got
not
me,
a
man.
sipper.
It's even the Cabo Wabo. It just tequila fucked me up.
Tequila is not a sipper.
But it can be if you get a good one. It can be.
Yeah.
And you have to admit, I did sip it. It's
Okay.
not like I was taking
Time
shots.
out.
I got
Not like scotch.
No, I probably drank it faster than scotch, but
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Like scotch, I think there's a lot more going on in scotch, more complex flavor, and I think like you sip that and you think about it and like you enjoy it.
I just
Like-
wanted, I
like,
just wanted a new
some of
summer
those-
sipper, and
some of those tequilas, man, like that's water. Like when they're like in like you're like that's good, and it's like oh yeah that's it's empty. Like oh shit, like it's not like you're enjoying like a scotch, and like we've all been there. Like when you're
We've killed some
you've
scotch.
been sipping your beer or drinking
Sipping.
your beer and sipping scotch, and then it turns into I'm drinking scotch and sipping my
beer.
beer. Like we've been there, but it usually takes a little bit of time.
yeah,
Not like when the tequila's like,
kicking me in the ass rather quickly.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, man. Like,
I am not drinking tequila today for a reason.
well, like, who was the comedian? He was like, who the fuck invited tequila? It's like
Everybody's always like, "Oh, bourbon makes me angry," and it's like I've never really had a problem with
Wait,
drinks,
wait,
but
wait,
apparently,
are you
tequila is.
Are you talking about the comedian where it's like in his stomach? It's like
Yeah,
beer,
yeah.
All right, beer, you're allowed in.
you're allowed in.
Whiskey, you're allowed in, and then tequila. Come on, man.
Come on, man, we're cool.
We're
Like,
cool today, bro. We're
who
not gonna
invited
start no
tequila?
problems.
Like,
Yeah, so it was a very similar situation to the party cast last time. I'll
that's-
just go with that
that's-
because I ended up on the floor again. So
that's how.
1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, 4.
5 tequila, 6
Makes
tequila,
your
7
clothes
tequila
fall
floor.
off.
Like no, I mean, I don't even feel like you didn't even drink that much.
No, like I admit I
He
do.
was a song of 10 rounds.
I mean, wait. First off,
Addendum. I feel like I didn't eat enough.
Wait,
I don't
but-
think I ate, which was
but
stupid.
so
No, you missed
like we
sandwiches.
can go back because it's still in the box. Like we put it back in the box, so
Yes.
I have no idea how much is missing, and I know you gave some to.
everybody got like a sample because
Yeah.
Yeah, like you were like, "Hey, man, this is like 70."
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's
Yeah,
check
this is
it out.
70. This is-
So
it was
70,
damn
70
delicious.
is not the proof.
no, it's like the year. It was a I guess anniversary year.
Oh, okay,
type deal
okay,
or
okay.
something.
That
honestly,
makes more sense because I was like, well, 70. Maybe it's a sipper. Like, yeah, it's at 70.
yeah.
You know, like if it's 70 proof. Like,
I think it's a 45%, not a 40. It's a little higher than the normal 80 proof. I think it's a 90 proof. But it's not crazy or anything. Like I could be wrong about that too. I should probably look before. I obviously don't remember.
Yeah, man. For all you know, it's fucking 110.
Yeah, well, that would explain some shit.
That
wouldn't feel bad.
That would really put some answers in place.
It's like that one day that we had the vodka that was higher proof
yeah,
than our
like-
usual, and I was
100
not
proof, yeah.
pouring like it was higher proof.
What
And
the fuck was that?
100 proof.
Pinnacle.
Yeah,
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle 100 proof.
And yeah.
and like you move from like your standard 80 proof.
to
vodka
it doesn't seem like it's going to be that big of a difference,
to
but
100 proof vodka. Like it changes the game.
the
love
fruit
remember
fruit
what it
punch
was.
mixes, man, they just come
And I
out of
didn't even
hand.
drink it. I love how I remember what it was, and I didn't even drink it.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm going back to it. We've covered work ethic. What we've had another one after work ethic. Which
Mine was mise en place.
Mise en place.
Mise en place, like,
Mine's
in-
fucking portioning, which is kind of into mise en
Portioning,
place. Like
yeah,
cheese in
no.
particular.
I
Like
kinda also
when
wanna
people can
piggyback
grab
off-
handfuls of cheese, it's a problem.
I kind of want to piggyback off of Jason with the whole mise en place thing, organization with everything too. Like
Everything
If
in its
it's
place.
in the cooler and like, and
Dooley, what does mise en place mean?
that, I know the definition.
What
but-
is it?
Preparedness, readiness. Like I'm forgetting the exact terminology, but I know what the fuck it means.
Everything in its place, Dooley.
That's
That's literally organization. Everything in its place. Mise
I
en
know
place.
what the shit means, but
your fucking backup is there. Like, so you have a
Yeah.
pan full of sliced tomatoes, and then your mise en place is the
Oh, hit
backup.
it. Yeah, hit it. Thank you.
Your backup.
excuse me if you don't know the definition right away, Dennis.
Who went to culinary school here?
Exactly.
Show of hands. No, you don't want to raise your hand? It's probably because you don't remember anything.
Hey, I signed up.
Yeah, I looked at it too. Doesn't mean I went.
I mean, I paid the entry fee. And then I realized that, like, that's a waste of money.
Ooh, crisp and clean.
All right, so let's do this beer, huh?
Well, you guys.
Yeah,
can-
we already. Yeah,
I mean, like, it's not hops roulette. So Dennis and I were like, yeah, we're gonna drink this.
Yeah, no, I mean, this one is the Pacific Way.
yeah.
Yeah, this is an American IPA, so definitely more Jason and I style a little bit.
Well,
The first one, by the way, we never said the name of it, was Light of Cologne. It's a Kolsch style ale, so just.
But so the
Shout
Pacific
out.
Wave is, granted, they're in Manassas and not a lot of coastline on the Pacific. But
since we're not on the
this was,
Pacific.
yeah, this was like their West Coast version of an IPA. So like,
Right.
I thought they did
I give
a
it 3.5,
good
by the
job.
way.
I think so, and I
I
mean,
thought
like
they did a really good job of
I think
pulling
that-
off of West Coast.
the design
It's
on
got
the
some
can.
stony to it.
The design on the can also is very simple, but I think very like it's literally just a surfer on a wave. I think it's.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
like it. Like it's simple but clear.
I
Got
gave
a
it
nice
3.5
little barrel.
last
It
time.
kind of
so.
tastes close to Big Wave.
I don't think so.
About
I
that.
don't
The finish is way different.
Yeah,
I kind of get the front end. I get where you're coming from there.
Like, it's been a while since I had a big wave. So
I had one the other day, like a sample, but still,
Me too.
like I get where you're coming from, but the finish is way different.
I
Yeah,
think,
the
but
finish
it
is like
it
a-
is West Coasty,
Yeah.
and I think they did a good job hammering down like a East Coast version of a West Coast IPA. Like, it has the hops, but it's not that cat piss.
you really don't. Yeah, I mean nobody really likes like the full on cat pit. It's like Hoptopus, man. Some
Dooley-
people
Dooley
love that beer. I
evidently-
just
Dooley, evidently that's what Dooley likes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I have 5 cats.
It's
I
like
know
an,
what it
it's,
smells like.
Oh,
it's
come on, man.
like an ammonia.
I know the smell, motherfucker.
that's really. I mean, Dooley,
It has
that's
an
not.
ammonia and sulfur thing going on that I'm really digging. Like, no, that is not. Either one of those things are not something I'm
I
like,
prefer smelling
See, when you
salts.
said I have 5 cats, it just makes me feel like you walk into your cat room sometimes and you're just like, oh, litter box. Oh yeah. Like I have a cat,
room. There's
but,
just a litter box and like just chilling somewhere.
so you just huff it in the living room.
Oh, is that weird? Are we the only people that have a cat room when we have a cat?
I have a cat room,
Okay.
and not only in the cat room, the litter box is in the closet in the cat
Okay,
room,
so
like
ours, so
yours
ours,
was,
yeah.
yes. Because
Like,
you
we just
know I
put
don't.
it next to the garage door because
Well, at least it's next to the
convenient
garage
to go
door.
right outside and throw the
Yeah.
trash out. Like,
Yeah, we don't have a cat room. The cat just owns the house, so it's like, hey, you know.
well, I think that's kind
So
of a
he just
normal
pisses
thing.
everywhere?
Like, as far as cats go, like
Oh,
they
he's a
pretty
douche.
much.
Yeah, no, cats around the house.
Yeah, like this is.
I
this
have
is-
to admit,
this is my domicile, and I let the humans.
I have
stay
always
here.
wanted to get
much.
one of
This
those.
is my human slave.
I've always wanted to get one of those like toilet litter box trainer things,
Yeah.
just to see if it would fucking work. Because if my cat could pull that shit off, I'd be stoked. I wouldn't even care about finding little turds in the toilet. Like, aw, good job.
What was it? What was the movie with Ben Stiller? The Fokker.
Meet the Fockers.
Hey, cats can't flush the toilet. They don't have prehensile thumbs.
No, I just always thought about it. And I'm
I've
like,
got
what
nipples,
if we
Greg. Can
got
you milk
one of
me
those
too?
cat trainer toilets and like you guys had to stand in line to use the bathroom because
'Cause
the
the
cat
cats-
was on the
yeah.
toilet. Like, but then again,
Bro,
you
I got a
don't really
shit.
use the toilet.
I don't care.
I-
I go outside like
I'm
the
just really
dog.
curious, like,
I'll get up if you give me a treat.
what if the cat misses and like nails the side? You know, how often does that happen?
On
Is there
the-
just like turds sitting on the toilet seat?
spray paint it?
You know,
spray
like-
paint the back.
Yeah, like how often does that happen? Because now then I don't want that.
Yeah,
but
it's not
if,
like a
I'm just
cat
envisioning
knows
the
it's
cat
gonna be
from Scary
explosive
Movie
Yeah.
right now.
when it's
Like-
coming out either. So.
but you know, I mean, I don't, maybe the direction is correct. Maybe they're in squat mode. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't watch a cat go to the bathroom, so yeah.
It's definitely something to look into.
We really got off topic there. So any other restaurant pet peeves, guys?
Yeah, cats not shitting in the litter box. That's a big one.
I don't have that problem at my restaurant, but then again, I don't serve rat.
Hey, fun story. So we are working on the podcast in podcast.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting.
it's
We're
gonna be
working
powerful.
So yeah, it's going to be very powerful with the Amish Baby Make Machine podcast. So we're gonna.
You know what's going to be powerful is when we figure out how to get both phone lines working. It'll be podcast and podcast and podcast.
So like what we're gonna try to do, and like I don't know if it's ever been done before, and like they're very interested as well in calling into their podcast
Wow, we're podcasting.
Ooh,
while
what
we're
about-
podcasting.
What about the other people? The guys from
Pass the bar.
yeah.
Oh well,
See, that's what I'm saying. If we can get, let's get a threesome
okay,
going.
yeah,
Podcastception.
Wow, you guys are just gonna take over the world.
yeah. So
fucking
but
Come on, isn't that the plan? You should be behind this. Why are you being so
like
negative?
so
It's
so
okay. I'll call Joe Rogan next. And then,
you can.
Just dial right through to this direct line, Dooley. I'm
I
sure
got his
you
phone
have
number.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's so
I met him in Hollywood. I mean, whatever.
But so it should be interesting if it works that we would record a dual podcast. So it's like just trying to figure out like would we get feedback? I don't think we would because we've used the phone
Skypes and
system
stuff,
and
yeah.
Skype and like so we could literally just like I don't think we could Zoom it.
No, it wouldn't be a Zoom. It would have to be a call.
It would have to just be
that
a
has some
call.
feedback to it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. Like I think there's.
I think that depends on what kind of setup they have as well. So,
Yeah,
we'll,
so,
we'll have to
like-
get into all that. But
But
we're working on
they
it.
were interested in at the Amish Baby Make Machine podcast. If you haven't checked them out, it's very powerful.
It's very powerful.
Yeah, they did. It's more pop culture than us, and like they,
A lot
They
more pop culture.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they discuss movies and
Yeah, they do
food
movie reviews and
like,
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
they do. They do. It's about 45 minutes. It's a little bit shorter than ours.
as we're at
right
45
now.
minutes.
like right now is like when it would end. But
Tune in.
but they're super cool people, and we're looking forward to that. And then we still are trying to get the Eat My Crust food truck to come and call us on the podcast. And I did not realize that Priscilla has her own podcast.
Wait, she does?
Yeah, so
What the?
Oh, we got to get her.
yeah,
on.
so
We need to do that. Yep.
yeah, so we're Priscilla from Eat My Crust, season 12 in the Great Food Truck Race.
Super soap.
Yeah,
Priscilla.
if you're talking about Priscilla.
Presley.
Oh, Presley,
fuck,
okay.
my bad. Presley.
I was going to say, we already talked to Priscilla. How
no.
did we not catch that?
Sorry.
Presley.
I'm really good with names. Presley from Eat My Crust has her own podcast. And so,
I wonder if she listens.
I'm about to say shots fired on this. Is it
Yeah,
about CrossFit?
just-
Yeah.
Is it CrossFit?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, just me fucking up her name, I feel like you should just fire me.
keep on going.
That's terrible.
Sorry, Presley, if you hear this.
So, yeah,
Are we?
these are things coming up in the future, and we still have to reach out to our buddies over at Passing the Bar, because like we've been planning this one for a hot minute, but our boy Evan keeps having to go to different cities, and then
And then the whole COVID thing. So.
yeah, and then we got some other brewers, or at least the
one.
reps who are willing to come on the podcast, and like now that everything's like
Have you gotten
calming
in contact
down,
with anyone in Stone?
No. But there is one I can't wait for.
I'll Uber over here, motherfucker.
yeah, we're working on a bunch of things in the future, and like we had them lined up, but then like the whole situation changed, and we had to push things off. Like Dooley couldn't even come to the podcast,
Yeah.
and then we were
But now I'm back.
we were Skyping calls and Zooming calls and just doing phone
And
calls.
my phone echoing.
What are you doing?
I was looking for something, and this was going on way longer than
But
I
I
thought.
think this
Yeah.
is a good time.
Like, I didn't
to,
think this notepad was this full, and it is.
That one might be full.
It might be. There's a couple of blank
that's a
pages,
lot of
but-
hops roulette you're playing there.
This is some. I mean, there's a lot more than hops roulette in here. There's some. We might
Hey,
actually-
we don't drink.
We should probably look through this at some point because there's like some notes in here that I. Just,
Hey, man,
We can
if
do
you-
that.
If you
We
come
can
across a
actually do
note,
that
bring
right
it
now.
up.
While you look for that, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
This podcast is brought to you in affiliation with Stitcher Podcast Radio. Head on over to Stitcher.com/premium and sign up today for only $4.99 a month. Use promo code TeamFatKid for get 1 month absolutely free. Stream and download all your favorite podcasts, such as this one, Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, My Favorite Murder, Wolverine, The Lost Trail, Alex's Favorite, Bitch Sesh. You get the Fantasy Footballers, Science Rules with Bill Nye, and many, many more. We're talking 21,000 premium hours of podcasting. That is 2.4 years. You get all the bonus episodes. You get the ad-free shows. You get Dooley's favorite 300-plus comedy albums. You can check out all the new releases before they come out. And just remember, all you have to do is head on over to Stitcher.com/premium. Sign up and use the promo code TeamFatKid. Test it out for a month absolutely free on us. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
And
Welcome back.
Yeah, I got that.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
No, Jinx, you owe me a beer. And guess what?
Yeah.
Never buying you a Coke. Yeah, there we go. All right. Any other pet peeves?
Customers.
Do we?
Can I get my prime rib rare but charred on the outside, but not too rare? And also, can you make it a little bit more Cajun-y?
So
So did you add a lot of cumin to it?
Pittsburgh, but
Pittsburgh, but not really.
like mid rare.
No. Well done. That's what I meant. Can you get well done, but not too charred?
Oh, okay. See, now that's opposite of
Yeah.
literally the opposite of what you just went with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it backwards.
Yeah. No, I do get that one.
I want it extra well done, but still juicy.
Yeah, I want it extra well done, still juicy, and I want it in 7 minutes.
I still remember this one. Like,
Yeah.
like I think this is before Alex and Jason and you. With I'm not gonna say her name, but
You should work.
the kitchen manager that was a woman. She was at CIV.
Oh, the one who
She-
got like
And
teeth around on her.
she decided on Wednesday for Prime Rib Night, people could have it any way they wanted. This one kid wanted it beer battered,
What?
Wait, what?
and he wanted it rare. I was like,
no.
Yeah, that's impossible.
I was like, so
I mean,
like sear it and then
No, like,
Batter
at that
it?
point in time,
You just beer batter it and drop it.
cut a piece off, and
Yeah.
beer batter and then fucking fry it. Yeah.
apparently he said it was the best fucking Prime review he's ever had. I was
I
like,
really doubt that it came out rare though, because
I
if
mean,
you
just
pull it,
saying.
if you pull it out of the oven rare, and then you have to
Look,
deep,
man.
you're coming up at least
hey,
medium
if you please a kid at let's call him 12
with a country fried.
prime rib, like
I mean,
that's a customer for life.
I'm not hating on it. That sounds like some fat kid shit. To
that's
be
not
honest,
like, I mean, I'm impressed that he came
I
up with that.
feel
What? You never?
I
you
feel
never
like
deep-
that's
you
like-
never deep fried ribeye before.
I
Oh,
feel like
it's
that's
delicious.
like I feel like that's
Yeah.
like the cheap way to do a beef Wellington in a way.
Yeah,
in a way.
Well, yeah,
In a
like,
way.
I mean, you're not getting like the mushroom duxal, and you're not getting like.
It's the
But,
coun-
I
it's
don't know.
the, it's
Filo
the
does got a
county
whole different-
fair beef Wellington. It's just-
But it's like beer battered. It's not like
yeah, it's a
County
different
fair.
crust altogether. Like,
yeah, it's,
County
it's
fair.
not puff pastry.
county fair,
County fair version,
like
of-
just like beer battered
I'm,
Twinkies.
like I'm starting to think like that's a fucking sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like beer battered prime rib. With like you can't really call it a Wellington because it's not puff pastry.
County fair.
Yeah, you can say county fair all you fucking want, but it's
Country
not a
fried.
Wellington.
Country fried prime rib.
You can call it a. It's not even. I don't even know if it's
No,
country
Or-
fried.
or chicken fried.
I
Chicken
would
fried.
I wouldn't call it country
Or
fried if we're doing
bread or-
beer batter.
I mean, I just say you beer batter Wellington, or like you don't even call it a Wellington, dude.
Okay.
It's like this,
I'm just saying, like that's the only thing I could compare it to. Like
I think this
a
is good
steak-
conversation. Actually, I like how you're like.
how drunk and high do you have to be?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Like, what do you got?
Beer battered drunken ribeye.
She was getting a definition of a Wellington, which is what I like to
well,
do
yeah. The
sometimes,
Wellington
like-
itself
Yeah.
is like a
Tenderloin.
tenderloin with the
With the
mushroom
duxelle,
duxelle,
mozzarella.
and then it's rolled in puff pastry.
But you've
Well,
established
it's also got the
several
ham,
times
too.
that it's not a
The Parma
Wellington.
ham.
You
Yeah, the
can't
ham.
call it a Wellington. So
Well, yeah, I agree with you. Like, we can't call it a Wellington, but like we can definitely make it a beer battered ribeye sandwich.
I'm surprised we didn't think of that like Well, I didn't bring that up before we went on the Great Food Truck Race.
Dude, we couldn't afford that shit on the
Yeah.
Great Food Truck Race.
Just cut it in slices.
Like, when did we ever buy a ribeye loin on the fucking Great Food Truck Race? Never. We couldn't
We
even
bought
do the 40, 30, 30 burger because we didn't have
Yeah,
enough
true,
money.
We didn't have a grinder either. That was a concern.
Yeah, well, that was the but like
Food
yeah,
processor.
Food processor.
yeah, but bacon, yes.
We
but,
were
like,
we were worried we were gonna burn that son of a bitch out. Like,
Still, you guys chopping to do. Oh,
yeah.
fuck. Like,
No, and like
could you imagine just like burning one out every like
Was it
4 hours and
possible-
being like, PA, I need a new one. Go.
yeah, was it possible to do it? Maybe. Would it have been
The same.
the actual product that
No.
we produce? No, like bacon has enough fat and it's cut thin enough that you can run it through a processor and break it down enough that you could mix it into ground beef.
Yeah.
So that's why we did the 50-50 burger. Like the 40-30-30, man, that's a grind.
I know.
Like that. What'd you do with it? Like, all right, so like it would have been impossible to do the 40-30-30 like on the race.
On the race, yeah.
And we didn't have enough fucking money. The loin alone would have been
do you think
$300
like
fucking dollars.
Yeah.
do you
I'll say
think
you were
like,
in California,
if,
yeah.
Do you think like if he gave us like what the first one was like $250, right? Like the first
I don't know. Go back and watch the show, Julie. It's
whatever.
been a while.
No, I'm pretty sure it was 300 every time.
no, it was different in each city.
Yeah,
I think it was like 250
it
at
was
Santa
different in
Monica.
each. I was money guy. It was
Oh
different
yeah,
in each city.
like, I'll
I
take
don't
Alex's
understand
word
where
for it
he
because
really
Alex
said
was
how
money
much
guy.
y'all had
Yeah.
on the show.
Like,
Sometimes
do you
they
think
do.
if they gave us
Yeah,
more,
I
like
know.
let's say like first day like 400 or something like that, and we went to that store, do you think we would have been able to do the 40-30-30?
No, I think we would have added fries though.
If that's the only fucking thing we did.
Yeah, like,
True.
Because we did the pork loin too. Like if the only thing we did was the 40-30-30, we might have been able to do it minus like, well, you get lettuce and tomato.
Yeah, true.
There's no onion. There's no pickle.
Like,
you just
then-
get the burger and lettuce and tomato.
Yeah, do we like at that point in time, like, and do we pull a bachelor's kitchen? Like,
That's the only thing
yeah,
we
it's
have.
the only thing we're fucking selling.
I see. I
It
would.
needs to have avocado on it. Like, all right, everything we sell has avocado on it.
I was
We
going
don't
to
sell
say
one thing.
I could not imagine us doing that though. Because could you imagine if they were like, all right, you got to add champagne to your dish? Like, well, champagne 40-30-30 burger.
Well, the cheese sauce.
I was gonna say, I don't think you could go wrong pouring that sauce.
Like that's
on
like that's when
anything.
you start making the donut burger and just
Yeah.
dumping fucking cheese in the middle of it. Like, you know, like it's like, yeah, this is fucking happening, bro. Like
Oh, the beer can burger.
in
It was the champagne sauce, and the one chick was like, "I could just drink this sauce."
yeah,
Yeah.
and like the whole thing, like thinking back at it, like,
But we put that on pork.
but we were not. We were there to give our best culinary, like with what we had.
Right.
We were doing the absolute best that we could, like with the money we had, and we, like, obviously didn't play the game like Bachelor's Kitchen. And kudos to those motherfuckers, like, because they played the game perfectly.
No one that we spoke to hated our food.
And if
We had a
Dooley-
couple
if Dooley
people-
had cut that tuna right,
We had a couple vegans that hated on our food. But no one that ate our food did not like it.
yeah, dude, like, and like, and going back to the vegan,
This
they like the
podcast is
people
brought
that
to
were
you in
like
affiliation with
stopping in front of the
Shit
truck.
Radio.
People stopping.
You started the commercial.
People.
Oh, we're good at this.
Yeah, damn. You figured by now, like, we would have a lot.
So
of
hold on, real
he
quick.
pressed the space bar.
Real quick, Dooley, hit fucking shots fired so that Dennis can do that later, because you know you're gonna forget.
He hit spacebar.
Hit the
and
shots fired button.
All he has to do is hover over it. Like, it's,
No, he's got to click on it first.
If he doesn't hit, if Dennis hits down or space bar, it's gonna play the fucking ad again. Now it'll play the shots fired. So
Jesus.
that way we don't go through that again.
So, I think like Bachelor's Kitchen played the game really well, and they played it the way
They won fucking immunity on the first round because that's all they sold, and that fucking saved him. I mean, it was genius.
I love how Tyler called him out like right after. Bros. Whoa, wait, 1 second. Y'all'd be gone if y'all don't want immunity.
But-
oh shit.
I mean, that's the game, right? They won
Yeah.
immunity, so I like well played.
I'm not even mad at them. Like, they played it well. Like, and we looked at, I think, the game a different way, and like we were there like testing our food truck chops, and like we're in a definitely a city that's anti-pork. And
anti-meat.
Yeah, and hey, man, we hung in there that long in a state. Let's use in a state that is like, we're not that pork heavy, and like
Fucking vegan.
And it was the wrong side of the country. I think us doing it over here is a better idea.
I can say I don't think we could go to a store around, or not too, maybe right now, but there's not too many stores around here we could go to and buy out of bacon. And we buy a lot of bacon. On the West Coast, we bought a store out of bacon. That says something to me.
True.
Like, we bought so much bacon that we went to the deli and bought deli bacon.
Yeah. Like,
Okay, like, in the world of what ifs, how do you think we would have done in Las Vegas, knowing it's Las Vegas? Because they do have, like, those...
I think, like, talking to the teams that made it to Las Vegas, I think, like, that was the most challenging place to find a place to park. And I think, like, our food would have done spectacular.
Because they have those places that are, like, known for prime ribs and known for the big chunks of meats and stuff like that because of the, like, Texas owners of places.
Yeah. Like, with Vegas,
Cafe.
like, I think if we had made it to that next city, I think we probably could have made it to the third. Like,
I think if we had made it to Vegas,
we could have probably made it to Santa Barbara if we made it
my thought process
out of California and into fucking Nevada.
If you're fucked up, I don't mean drunk. If you are fucked up, what sounds better to you, tikka masala or a fucking burger?
Like, but that's also if you're selling at night or at 4 a.m.
That
You know
does
what I
make a
mean?
difference.
My whole thing is, in me and Jason's world, the challenge was...
I don't know if that makes a difference in Vegas.
No. The hotel, the challenge, the fucking room service.
Yeah, we are professionals.
Like, we do this shit every day. Like, oh, we got like 7 room services. Okay. Like, I feel like that would have been like, oh yeah, fuck, dude, we got this shit. Like, you're a home cook.
It's all about the hot plate on delivery. Like, you gotta, like, put your plate on the fucking grill. Like, in the scenario that we were in, like, you would have to have that plate hot as shit. Throw your shit on that plate. Like, put it on the flat top. Get that plate hot, because we're gonna cover it, and then we're gonna run it up 80 floors. Like, and I've never worked in a hotel that had more than 12 floors. So it's like just getting it 12 floors is a feat.
But I feel like high maintenance.
Did they hold the elevator for them? We don't know these.
How fast does that elevator go is another question.
Have you ever been to the Empire State Building?
I have, and
that elevator
motherfucker flies.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like the hotel that we stayed in San Diego, because we were on the 12th floor, and we got up there in like fucking 4 goddamn seconds, maybe.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, those are good elevators.
Empire State, though, you're talking about going from like 0 to like the 80th floor in like 7
Yeah, then you
seconds.
have to get off
and go
and
up
go
the
to
steps.
another elevator. Like
Well,
that.
I didn't get that opportunity. I had to walk steps the last 40 floors or whatever.
Fuck that, dude. Like, no, the what? Yeah, the 1 to 80 screams like your ears pop.
Yeah,
like your ears pop. You're going up so fast, and then
the last like 30 or 40 floors.
Yeah, then you get off of that one. Then you get on the elevator to see like the deck.
No, see, I had to walk this last 30 or 40.
There's a specific elevator to go to the observation deck, and like that one, it's still pretty fast, but it's not as
the same.
fast.
Yeah, no, that bottom one fucking flies.
Yeah, like you're up there in like 2 minutes. Like that's
it's not even that long. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Hey,
I said 7 seconds, but I'm sure that's not right either. But
7
still,
seconds. You're locked.
80
to the,
floors up. Yeah, like
Yeah, you're locked to the floor. Like,
still, it definitely it cranks.
Yeah,
It
like
cranks.
watching the numbers tick is like my favorite thing. It literally is like the express elevator.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
But
I mean, well, because like with the whole elevator speed thing, like, you know how our elevators are.
Yeah, they're
we go
solid.
up to 6 floors, and it's like,
I don't think I watched the Las Vegas episode. If y'all, I mean, 'cause
I
know what
honestly
you're
didn't
talking
watch
about.
any after we left.
Yeah.
That's mostly because we didn't DVR them. But
well, I did.
we
as in
have
my-
all of them.
my family didn't. But
I was gonna say we have all of them.
Yeah, Alex.
I have all of them.
Yeah.
All the things.
Well, those are like literally because we need to fucking
I have
literally need to take cuts out of that and make memes and gifs.
all the things.
we
All
decided to take
all
Dulio
the-
because he has
all
fine
the bells
dining
and whistles.
experience.
You only have one job. You only have one job.
Dude,
You only
no.
have one job.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. When
Peace out, boys.
there's a whole lot of people have come up and like talked about the show, and they're like, "Damn, when
Did you
when
guys
the
go home
only
because
thing
of
they had to
dueling?
worry about was the knife cuts." Like,
It wasn't the knife cuts. They just heard that shit, and I knew when I said it, I was like, "Fuck, that's over."
Oh, let's face it.
It doesn't matter how good Dooley makes
Some
this
of it
shit.
was the knife cuts.
Yeah.
They did hate on our non-avocado having ass, but that's because
Hey man, like it's fucking California, and like Tyler is a big fan of avocado.
That's great.
Avocado's like one of those things I can do with or without. Like it could be on the sandwich, it could not be on the sandwich. It's not going to change
I feel like
mind.
I like avocado as guacamole.
Avocado?
I was already on the next word. I feel like I like avocado as guacamole, but beyond that, like it's
Well,
not
that's
that.
the East Coast version.
Right.
East Coast version.
I don't really care about
Avocado.
avocado other than guacamole. And we weren't making guacamole, so fuck it.
I mean, I could see it like on a turkey sandwich. Outside of that, man, like I'm not putting it on my burger. Which I feel fried avocado, beer batter fried avocado.
Okay,
on
now
a-
that, see, now,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I'm just saying, like,
Could you imagine if we
I'm
were
just
like
saying,
on,
like-
on the food truck race? Can you imagine like, yeah, we need a 6-pack.
I'm actually surprised.
We did talk about making bourbon bacon jam, and that didn't go over well.
Yeah, no, there.
I'm actually kind of surprised. Like,
Where's the rest of the bourbon? The same place the rest of that champagne went. Half a bottle.
I had to pour one out for my homies.
like
It is the West Coast.
because my parents, and my sister, like laughed their asses off at the. I think it was after the first day in Palm Springs when it showed me kind of just airing the fucking jalapeno, like the whole burger on the fucking thing, and steam's rising. I'm just kind of going. I can't really describe that, but I'm like fanning it, and I made that fucking face.
You're fanning the grill with a spatula. I am not going to try and describe your face, though. Yeah. No.
Yeah, but it was like a quick, like 2-second clip. I also find that fucking funny. So
I was waiting on that. Don't worry, Dooley. Your turn's coming.
Oh yeah,
you had one job. You had one job.
I'm still happy at how all that came out. Like, while I was,
You know at some point he's going to make the remix where it's you had one job. You had piggies out, boys. Piggies out, boys.
Jason, you're going to play that a lot more when it's like you're supposed to press shots fired. You had one job. You had one job.
It's all right. We'll have to make one for Jason. I got all the footage. It's cool.
yeah, I'm sure.
Most of it's
don't
not
eat
audio.
lettuce.
It's just you
Don't
see
eat
his
lettuce.
face beat red. So
Don't eat lettuce. Yeah.
Tony lettuce. Yeah.
most of it, you just see Jason in the interview room. Why is he so red?
But like honestly, like when that don't eat lettuce part came out, and like everyone like hit me up, like I had no idea. Like I missed it in the actual live or the first airing.
Yeah.
I had to go back and watch it like 3 times. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And like it's like it's like a clip in the interview. It's like, eat what makes you happy. Don't eat lettuce.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I don't even remember ever saying that.
We
but
don't
like,
make rabbit food.
But how many times did we have to say shit over and over again?
Kind of like the thing with me saying
and
that
that's
it's
the
like,
clip they took. Like,
Yeah.
like the whole, it's like Black Friday. Like I don't even remember saying that shit when we're in the fucking store.
I remember you saying that, but
I
like,
don't.
it's like,
Look, this was.
want to throw hands?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you trying to block us? Yeah, we're trying to block you. You want to throw hands? What's up? What's up?
Do a burpee, bitch.
It's too bad that they didn't get you like free throwing overhand like the bacon into the cart. That was
In the
fun.
fucking
like the
commissary.
Yeah.
it was like Team Fat Kid shopping, like it always.
But
used
there
to be. Like we haven't done a shopping video.
There
in
was like a
long time.
team in between us, and you're
Yeah,
like
and,
lobbing
like,
bacon
yeah.
over their head.
And,
I am happy.
And Dooley's like one hand and shit holding the cart, like fucking feeding it in.
Well,
Like,
and that needed to happen because let's face it, Jason is a horrible fucking shot.
I do
So
like
the fact that it got close enough to the cart for Dooley to one-handed is still impressive.
the 2 things I do like when we were doing the shopping thing was one in Palm Springs where like we're throwing the shit in the truck and you just have me just like one-handing, just like Odell and that shit, just throwing it into
yeah,
Alex.
because Alex was actually in the truck. You were handing.
Yeah,
it
I'm just
to
like,
him. I was
and then the other
feeding
thing
it
where
from the cart.
I'm holding that big ass box of fries or whatever. And then like, yeah, we gotta get that shot. Big ass Dooley just holding a big ass box.
No, and we had a lot of fun.
We did. We had a lot of fun.
And people ask me all the time, like, you know, were the assholes. And like, oh man, everybody was fucking cool as shit. Like, everyone on the production crew, even Tyler, they were all cool as hell. And I think that made the experience, like
we had a lot of laughs off camera time.
well, like we were filming, but there's a lot of laughs that didn't.
We had a lot of
make it.
laughs on camera time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, no, that
Do it for the drone.
That weren't,
Do it
that
for the
weren't
drone.
aired.
Do it for
Do
the
it for the
drone.
drone.
And let's face it, some of those were aired. Well, we're just standing there and do it for the drone. Everybody's laughing because it's just, yep, do it for the drone.
No, I think like
Let's face it, I still want to fucking see Seagull versus drone. Okay, that shit needs to happen.
yeah, Tyler,
Hey,
man, if
Tyler
you're out
might
there
have that on
listening,
his-
man, make
Somebody's got
shit
that
happen.
footage. I want it. All right, Seagull versus drone needs to be a thing.
It's gonna be like on America's Funniest Home Videos.
Season 13, the Great Food Truck Race.
Tyler's video guy that he had with him, I saw him when that whole thing was going on. I saw him pointing up at the fucking drone, so I know he has
The
somewhere.
drone has great footage.
I'm sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like, you probably can see a seagull close up and personal. Like, it's gonna end up like on the National Geographic channel. Like,
Guacamole.
This is cute.
Avocado.
this is what a seagull's eye looks like up close.
That's
Like-
what it looks like when it's trying to bite your shit off. Like,
No, it was a lot of fun, and everybody was super cool. And I think that's like the biggest thing. Is like I want to do more TV if everybody's that cool, you know.
I'll be rooting for you on Guys Grocery Games.
I do.
I will not be waiting. If we ever get on Guys Grocery Games, as soon as he stops talking, I'm just going.
Yeah.
I think that's rule number 321. Fuck it.
look-
All right, so in aisle
Just
3,
spin around, and look at the clock, bro.
on
Like-
aisle 3, you have this.
There's
aisle
probably
2,
a rule
you have
against
this.
that.
Aisle
but
1,
like,
you have this.
every time I'm sure they'd have to do so many resets because I would just be like, "Oh shit, he stopped, run!" And they'd be like, "Where are you going?" I'd be like, "Oh shit,"
I see Jason just kind of slowly walking,
right? Just
and
like,
then just like, everyone's like, "What's he doing?"
Have you guys never watched this show?
He has
Like,
such little
watch
legs, but he
every
moves so fast.
episode. No, like, and like everybody's been super cool. Like, even afterwards, like, I mean,
The day that we got eliminated, and it was like
yeah,
the
at
next
the
day,
end, like, yeah,
like the
when-
director assistant, I'm forgetting his name right now.
we shouldn't.
Well, yeah, well, good, but
Good,
all,
because you don't remember them.
all the producers, all the other teams, and everything like that. Like, I feel like we had the best going away.
Well, I mean, what we did was we were us, and we did
Given that
not
Southern hospitality.
we did not make any friends
Yeah, until then.
until the very end of the road.
No.
And like when we were going home, like we sat down with all of them,
Yeah.
and like, yo, we're gonna be here. We got beer and liquor.
well, yeah, no, we texted everybody.
Yeah.
And we were like, "All right, it's our last day. Like, we're out."
And of course-
before we go home, now that we're not enemies,
Yeah,
let's get fucked up together.
yeah. Like, let's hang out, and like we're like our last moment in this great food truck race is we're gonna make sure you're all fucking hungover driving across this fucking
Like,
desert.
what time did we end? That was like 3
I have
3
no
a.m.
fucking idea.
Well, we didn't have to drive trucks, so we were
like
out
they
there
had to
pretty
leave
late.
at like 6 a.m. We didn't have to be in the lobby till like 8:30.
I know I know a couple people hung out later because they were like passengers. They were not drivers at all. A bunch of the truck drivers did leave pretty early.
Well, I mean, I would be in that boat.
Yes,
as well.
no, fuck, yeah, I'm not. I
like,
wouldn't
fuck
be.
this shit.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I
but
probably would have been like, yeah, I'm going to bed now. Like,
I know. We definitely had a couple of passengers like myself who were not driving who were like, yeah, I don't have to.
I can fall asleep.
I cannot be conscious tomorrow. It's fine.
The lunch late, no,
Yeah.
super sope, like having to stop and take a crap on the side of the fucking road
Oh yeah, I did not.
in the middle of the desert.
I
like
missed that.
does that beat Austin?
that is
Oh.
that is a great
I don't know.
story.
I still think Austin's
a
wins.
caravan, like shitting yourself on a roller coaster
Next to a hot chick. Yeah.
and supposed
and having
to,
to step over her to get off.
Yeah.
and
I want to know if he was wearing shorts.
and
I don't know if we clarified that.
like a caravan of
Like,
people on TV pulling over so you can poop in the desert.
I mean, I can only assume
That's
that,
got to be in your number one top.
I can only
poops.
assume that they weren't like mic'd when it was happening since
Well,
they were
weren't
driving.
mic'd, and they were traveling, so there's no cameras.
I would kill for that fucking audio. Karina just,
I don't really know if I would.
No, like no, I'm
no,
not.
just the before that happened. You need a D-mic now. Okay.
You go ahead and tag her in this podcast. and-
Have you seen the episode where we go up the tram? Just take some of those shots where she's screaming. It's probably pretty
Yeah, true.
similar.
All right. We're going to wrap this one up.
Okay, that's probably fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
All right, guys.
To be
Thank
fair.
you. All right.
It'll be fine.
Hold on. One last time.
Why are you so high pitched?
It's a great question. Why is it so catchy? Like I hate it, but it's
It is
fucking
what
good.
it is.
All right, so you guys do your thing.
well, we're waiting for you to hit some music, sir. There we go. Bam.
It is.
As always, guys, thank you for listening to Team Fat Kid Choose the Fat. You can find us on Facebook at,
Team Fat Kid.
on Instagram at,
Team Fat Kid Nation.
on Twitter,
At Team Fat Kid 1.
and on YouTube.
Team Fat Kid.
That's right.
Should we start running the truck?
Yeah. Just look up Team Fat Kid Food Truck if you guys are interested. We'll get into all those hashtags and stuff later. But you can always find us online for any of our merch and apparel at www.teamfatkidnation.com. Don't forget, guys, stay hungry.
Be creative.
And don't
Don't
forget
forget to sharpen your knives. Praise the Lord.
Nice